Shalom, family. I came across a book written about Alexander the Great titled The Anabasis of Alexander by the Greek historian Arrian. The book is about the military campaigns of Alexander. As I read through parts of the book, I was reminded of the prophecy and history in the Hebrew scriptures. The information that you're about to hear brings Daniel chapter 8, verses 1 to 25, and 1 Maccabees chapter 1 to my mind. The following information is an excerpt from the book about Alexander as he gives a speech to his troops before a battle with the Medes and Persians. Also, the actions of Alexander's generals, the Diadochi, after his death. Prophecy and history.
Alexander's speech to his Greek soldiers before defeating the Medes and Persians. Our enemies are Medes and Persians, men who for centuries have lived soft and luxurious lives. We of Macedon for generations past have been trained in the hard school of danger and war. Above all, we are free men, and they are slaves. There are Greek troops, to be sure, in Persian service, but how different is their cause from ours? They will be fighting for pay, and not much of it that, we, on the contrary, shall fight for Greece, and our hearts will be in it. As for our foreign troops, Thracians, Paeonians, Illyrians, Agrians, they are the best and stoutest soldiers in Europe, and they will find as their opponents the slackest and softest of the tribes of Asia. And what, finally, of the two men in supreme command? You have Alexander, they, Darius. Alexander the Great defeated the Medes and Persians through a series of decisive battles, beginning in 334 BC with the Battle of Granicus, followed by victories at Issus and Gaugamela. His strategic brilliance, disciplined Macedonian army, and the leadership of his elite cavalry were key to overcoming the Persian forces, which were often much larger. Alexander ultimately conquered the Achaemenid Empire, though he also adopted many Persian cultural practices after the victory. Battle of Granicus, Alexander's first major victory against the Persians, which opened the way to Asia Minor. Battle of Issus, Alexander's smaller army defeated a larger Persian force. Alexander's cavalry charged directly at King Darius III's chariot, causing the Persian line to collapse and Darius to flee. Battle of Gaugamela, the decisive battle that led to the downfall of the Achaemenid Empire. Alexander's tactical genius again allowed him to outmaneuver and defeat Darius III's much larger army, despite Darius having chosen the battlefield to maximize his forces. Alexander's success was largely due to his brilliant tactics, which involved using his disciplined Macedonian phalanx and elite companion cavalry to outmaneuver and break through enemy lines. Alexander's army was highly disciplined and battle-hardened, contrasting with what he often portrayed as the more luxury-accustomed Persian soldiers. King Darius III's tendency to flee the battlefield is often cited as a critical factor in the Persian defeats. Alexander's victories led to the conquest of the Persian Empire, extending his rule from Greece to Egypt and into parts of India. Despite conquering the empire, Alexander admired and adopted aspects of Persian culture, marrying a Persian princess named Roxana and adopting some Persian customs. Alexander's conquests helped spread Hellenistic culture throughout the Middle East and Central Asia. The Persian Empire eventually broke apart into several kingdoms under his generals, known as the Diadochi, or successors. The Diadochi include Ptolemy, Antigonus, Cassander, and Seleucus as the last remaining at the end of the Wars of the Successors, ruling in Egypt, Asia Minor, Macedon and Persia respectively, with Ptolemaic, Antigonid and Seleucid dynasties lasting several centuries.